For this craft, you will need the following materials: a paper plate, a paper bag, brown, green, and yellow construction paper, black, brown, orange, and pink markers, scissors, glue, and a pen or a pencil. So we're going to start by drawing our scarecrow's face on our paper plate. For this, you are going to need your orange marker for the nose, your black marker for the mouth and the eyes, your pink marker for the cheeks. So I've started by just drawing the eyes. It's important to draw them a little bit lower than you would think that you need to, because when you draw the hat and cut the hat out to glue it on, it covers part of the top of the plate, so you don't want that. I've used my orange marker to draw a triangle nose underneath the eyes in the middle. Next, I've used my pink marker to draw two little rosy cheeks. Next, I've drawn a smile to connect the cheeks with my black marker, and I've added some stitches to my scarecrow smile. So now the face is done. You can stop here for the face if you want, or you can add some little details like maybe some eyelashes or maybe some freckles with your brown marker, whatever you want to do. I decided to add some freckles and some eyelashes to my scarecrow face. So next, you're going to take your brown construction paper and draw a hat for your scarecrow. I like to make the bottom part of the hat, this part, as long as the short end of the paper. So I'm going to cut the paper here and about here and then upwards to make a hat. Once you've cut out your hat, it should look something like this, and it should fit onto your scarecrow like so. I like to put little wiggles on the sides and along the edge of my hat. I've added some wiggles around the border of my hat, as well as some hash marks onto my hat. Next, I'm going to draw a little yellow sunflower on my yellow paper, and I'm going to cut it out and glue it to the hat, as well as two little leaves, and glue those to the hat too. If you want to do the flower a different color, or you don't want to have a flower, you don't have to put one. So I've cut out my yellow flower and two green leaves, and I glued the leaves onto the back so that you can see them from the front. And now I'm going to take my brown marker and draw a circle in the middle and color it in so that the flower looks a little bit like that. So once you've colored in the center of your flower, you're going to glue it onto your hat wherever you'd like it to be. I like it right here in this little corner. So next we're going to start working on this scarecrow's hair. For this, you're going to need your paper bag. To make the scarecrow's hair, you're going to need your paper bag and a pair of scissors. What you're going to do is take your paper bag and see where the bottom is. Usually is sticking up like this, like a little flap, and you're going to fold it down so it meets the other end and is even on the bottom, and then it should make a crease here, and you're going to cut your paper bag along that crease. So then the whole bottom of the bag comes off. You can hold on to those pieces for later. And then the bag has a hole in it. See you! Then you're going to cut the bag open. And now you are going to cut the bag into strips this way, from top to bottom, so they're short. Not long, but short. You can, for the smaller sections, you can cut along these creases here, and the bigger sections you can cut into half. For this big piece in the middle, you can cut it into fourths. So once you've cut your bag, you should have a lot of strips that look like this. And what we're going to do with these strips is you're going to crumple them. which sounds silly, but you're going to crumple them. And then you fold them back apart, and they look wrinkly. And then you're going to kind of squish them together to make them skinny, like this. So when you're done crumpling your paper bag, you should have strips like this. I have 8 strips. I do have leftover strips. You can do more than 8 pieces for their hair. You can do less. You can do as many as you like. So next, you're going to take one of your strips, and you're going to glue it onto your paper plate. And you want to make sure when you're gluing your strips that when you glue your hat on top, it's going to cover the top of the strips. So make sure that you're gluing them up high enough so that when you put your hat on, it will cover the top. So when you've glued on all of your pieces of hair, your scarecrow should look something like this. Then from here, you can go ahead and glue on the hat like so, or if you want to, if you saved the bottoms of the paper bag, you can make your scarecrow some little bangs like this. So what you're going to do that is you are going to take the bottom of your paper bag, which looks like this if you unfold it. You're going to keep it folded, cut off a little bit of the left side, a little bit of the right side, and along the closed part of the bottom. And then you'll have 2 pieces of paper like this. You take one of them, and then you're going to make little snips along one long edge, about 1/4 of the way or 1/3 of the way up the height of the bag. Not all the way up, just a little ways up to make little fringe. So once you've made your little fringe, it should look like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to gently crumple that piece of paper, squish it in between your hands, maybe roll it in a little ball, and then you can unfold it like so, and you have a little bit of scarecrow bangs. And then, instead of gluing it onto your paper plate, you can glue it right on to the bottom of your hat along the back. Just like that. So you can see that I glued the paper bag to the back of the hat. And then from the front, you can see the little fringe. And then I'm going to put some glue on my paper plate. And glue on my hat. And there she is. And you're done. Thanks so much for making this scarecrow craft with me. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you next time.